We even have a little one with us today to celebrate. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome all of you here, and especially Dr. ASPLEN and his family. I'm so happy that you have elected to take this position. We're very fortunate to have someone of your caliber and understanding. And you have already been working this job for a month, because nobody knows it, but we've been calling you and emailing you, and I'll tell you, you're Johnny on the spot right there, answering everything that we ask you. And we really greatly appreciate that, because we didn't feel like we were left out there floundering. And we also felt that you were coming in with some knowledge of what we were going through this last month since you were since you were hired. So I'd like to introduce my fellow board members. Shirley Brown, she's the vice chair. Jane Goodwin, Eric Robinson, and Bridget Ziegler. And I have to introduce Miss Kathy Tompkins. She's our right and left hand, and we would be lost without her. And Linda Tremine. Linda is the superintendent's secretary, or not secretary, your administrative assistant. I got to get out of that. I was a secretary, so years ago. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's it. And now I'd like to introduce MITSI CORCORAN, who has been our interim superintendent and has done a great job. And MITSI, we really appreciate everything that you've done for us. And we know you've been in a hell of a ride for the last couple of months. MITSI.
So good morning, everyone. As Ms. Zucker said, my name is MITSI CORCORAN, and I'm the interim superintendent, or the outgoing interim superintendent of Sarasota County Schools. So we're here today to mark the arrival of our new superintendent, Dr. Brennan ASPLEN. I'm sure many of you have watched the superintendent search process over the past few months, so I'll try to keep my introductory remarks brief. Dr. ASPLEN comes to us with 32 years of high-quality educational experience, having worked in both Seminole County School District and St. Johns County School District. He has faithfully served the best interest of students as a teacher, coach, dean, assistant principal, associate superintendent of human resources, and most recently, deputy superintendent with St. Johns County Schools, where he raised their #1 ranking, if that's even possible, by increasing the district's point total by 25 points to 776. A bar Sarasota County Schools is anxious to achieve for our students. Dr. ASPLEN has also served for many state organizations, including Florida Support Administrators, Florida Association of Secondary School Principals, Florida Education Negotiators, and Florida Association of School Administrators. His proven leadership experience, genuineness, and profound enthusiasm for fostering community and progress are some of the many qualities that resonated deeply with our school board, district leadership, and the Citizens Advisory Committee. And it's even more evident the more time you spend with them. I know we're all looking forward to getting to know him better and celebrating this exciting new chapter in our school district. So I'd now like to thank Judge Lee Hayworth for joining us today and ask him to administer the oath for Dr. ASPLEN.
You come forward. I think we need to do this 6 feet apart.
Yes.
Hold this. It's up to you, sure. Well, you've taken the helm at a perfect storm, so your background commends you for a great deal of success here, and we all rely upon you for doing the great job we know you will.
Oh.
So, by the way, we're all smiling under our masks. Amen. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
protect, and defend
protect, and defend
the Constitution and government of the United States
the Constitution and government of the United States
and of the state of Florida,
and of the state of Florida,
that I am duly qualified
that I am duly qualified
to hold office
to hold office
under the Constitution of the state,
under the Constitution of the state,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
perform the duties
perform the duties
of Superintendent of Schools
of Superintendent of Schools
of the Sarasota County School District,
of the Sarasota County School District,
on which I am now about to enter.
on which I am now about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I am definitely honored to be here today, and I want to thank you for this tremendous ceremony. It's amazing, and I want to thank everyone for being here today. I just have a few remarks, and first of all, I want to especially thank Judge Hayworth for being here, and it's very nice to meet you, and thank you. And I also want to especially thank the Superintendent Selection Committee. I think a number of you are here. If you raise your hand, if you're here. Yes. Thank you also very much for your time and effort. I know you spent a lot of time vetting the candidates, and I know the community and the employees are very appreciative of you doing that as you moved a name forward, and thank you for moving my name forward, by the way. And I also want to thank our school board. Thank you for selecting me as your new superintendent and having confidence in me to lead our district. I'm definitely looking forward to getting to know you better and work with you as we move Sarasota County into the future. So thank you. Also, I obviously I wasn't here this year, but I do want to thank MITSI CORCORAN again. She did an outstanding job this past year as interim. Especially working as interim and the CFO, which is pretty amazing. So great job there, and thank you, Mitzi. Also, I want to thank Linda Termine and Kathy Tompkins for organizing this event and putting this together. Thank you. And then the employees in the community. I just want to say that I and my family have received a very warm welcome from the community through emails and phone calls and selection committee members and media. Thank you very much. It's been fantastic, and I want to say my family and I really appreciate the warm welcome. So thank you. And speaking of my family, I want to go ahead and introduce my family here. So first of all, my wife, my love of my life, right here, and she is my rock, and I appreciate her. She is a fellow educator, administrator at high school right now. And then we have, so thank you for being here. My son is Brennan ASPLEN the fourth. That's right, I'm the third. He's the fourth, and he lives in Jacksonville Beach right now, and he is in medical sales across the whole state of Florida, so he's all over the place. And then my daughter Aubrey here, and my son-in-law Justin, and then my grandson Jack, who you probably have heard and met. And I want to say I'm very proud of Aubrey as well. She started her own business and does a great job with her business, and they all live in Northeast Florida. And then there's Jack, who's my joy and hope for the future right there. And if he, hi Jack. Hi. Yeah, hi buddy. So again, I'm very, very honored to have been selected as the superintendent here in Sarasota to lead Sarasota into the future. And I'm very excited to get out there and meet everyone. I know it's strange with COVID-19 going on and we have our masks, and you want to get out and you want to meet people and go to the schools, which I'm going to do, and I can't wait to do. I'm very excited to do that. I'm excited to meet the employees and the teachers and the students and parents alike over the next few months. Visiting schools, I definitely want to do that. I want to meet the principals. I want to talk about their goals and their strategies for their schools as we move forward. And then again, having community conversations with parents and in different regions of the county to talk about what the successes are, what the challenges are, so that I can really learn some more about our school district. I'm really looking forward to that. But if I could, I want to just take a moment just to talk about are reopening, because it is different. It's like nothing we've ever done before, and I know that most of my time, probably 100% of my time, is going to be working to reopen schools successfully. And you know, this isn't new for us, I think. You know, back in 2008, we had a recession, we had funding issues, we had to come together and create plans to work through that. We had the Parkland incident down in Broward County, and what did we do? We all worked together, we came up with a plan. It made our schools even more safe than they already were, and we worked through that. And with this COVID-19 piece, no different. We have an issue. We have an obstacle. We're going to have to all come together and work together very hard to get through it. I do want to recognize our district leadership teams. As Ms. Zucker said, I've been working closely with them, and they are unbelievably fantastic and been working very, very, very hard. I know Jody Dumas and his group have really worked to purchase safety PPP and come up with protocols and procedures for our school district to keep them as safe as possible, which that's number one, and that's what we need to do. And then also with Laura Kingsley, Dr. Laura Kingsley, working on the instruction piece, because that's going to be a little bit different. We have face-to-face, we have remote learning, we have concurrent learning, and we have our virtual school. They've been working day and night on that and doing a great job, and I just want to recognize them for that. And a lot of their plans, or most of their plan, has come from input, not only from employees, but also people in the community have been emailing and calling, parents, doctors, the CDC folks, the Department of Health folks. They've all done a fantastic job in helping with that. Our school board has had to make rough decisions all summer long, and I mean rough decisions. They're getting emails every day with opinions and thoughts from others. They get calls every day trying to figure out how do we make this as safe as possible to start the school year. I think they've done a great job in making their decisions on that. Our principals and school leadership teams, and talking with them, they're doing wonderful, wonderful job with creating procedures and protocols at their schools. They have individual, unique settings at their schools, working on arrival, dismissal, lunchtime, transitions, all of those areas. They've been working on that and doing a great job. And then our passionate, dedicated teachers who 2,500 of them, by the way, have come in voluntarily and have been They've been voluntarily working on Zoom and other professional development to help with this new instructional platform that they're going to see, especially in the concurrent session area. So they've done a great job, and I just want to say all that to say I'm proud already. I haven't even been here yet, and I am so proud of what I've seen so far over the last month in the Zoom meetings and the phone calls that I've had. So then as we start the school year, though, we know, even if we start really well with this really good plan that we have, a viable plan that we have, there are going to be issues. There are going to be issues that pop up. And we all, as a community, everybody working together, we need to work through those issues in a positive manner so that we can get through this and start our school year very, very successfully. There's going to be fear. There's going to be uncertainty. I know that. There's going to be issues, like I said, but I'm asking everyone for your compassion and your understanding as we work through this, in a collaborative spirit that we work through it together. And then on top of the safety issue, we cannot forget the instructional piece. Why are we here and why are our students here? We are focused on delivering an outstanding education, and Sarasota County has always delivered an outstanding education, and we need to continue that. Our students deserve a high quality education as they work through our system and graduate, so that they can be successful and have opportunities for college, or be able to compete really well in the workplace, or excel in the military if that's what their choice is. But at least they have choices and they have a high level, high quality education behind them. So I know we can achieve these great things if we unite positively and work through it together. So with that said, I just want to say I am willing, ready. I can't wait to start working with everyone, and I am humbled and sincerely, sincerely grateful for the opportunity to serve here in Sarasota County. So thank you all very, very much.
So with that, if you can just please join me as we welcome Dr. Brennan ASPLEN, his lovely wife, Mary Ellen, his children, and Jack into our Sarasota County Schools family.
I forgot to say Justin. Justin is my son-in-law.
Oh, and Justin.
Married to my daughter, Aubrey.
There we go. You did. You introduced him. You just didn't give his name. But it's good.
But now we know. Now we don't
Now we know. Hi, Justin. So thank you very much. There are some refreshments if you want to stay afterwards. And welcome to Sarasota County Schools.